Start recording. Here we go. Let's see if we got... Oh, we have an IB. And I realized IB...
Oh, are we doing a share screen or am I doing it from stream?
I'm going to share with you.
Okay.
Because I think it's quicker.
Yeah.
And I need to make sure that you get some Blood Bowl too. But I don't think you have time to download it now anyways. Hang on. So, this is an exciting start for those watching this on YouTube. So,
Skip that bit.
you should have a share screen now.
Yeah.
So this is Urattallone's Gem of Knowledge versus Revenant. I can't remember what they're called now, but they're the orcs that beat me in the...
You've completely forgotten what happened, so you can't remember the name.
Exactly. No, it's like every other team in our four-man league tied, except for the one when we played and he won.
Gentlemen
1-0.
and Skull Orcs.
Yes. So, unfortunately, there are a lot of things missing when it comes to casting games in Blood Bowl 2 compared to Blood Bowl 1. Well, for one thing, this is live, but we do not have any type of roster that I normally try and grab when we do replay commentaries. So we're just going to have to try and remember what everyone has. So I'm going to do a quick run-through of the Skaven team by Uratallone. The Great Gaspetti has nothing, which is the Rat Ogre. We have a Blodge Gutter Runner. That's really nice. And another Blodge Gutter Runner. Storm Vermin with nothing. Lineman with nothing. Lineman with nothing. And Storm Vermin with Mighty Blow. Now, Mighty Blow was kind of what killed my team when I played humans just the last game of the league. Or the round robin. Because I think that human blitzer with block Mighty Blow knocked out like 3 of my pieces and injured them really badly. We're also seeing 2 loners on the LOS for the Skaven team.
It's not unusual.
Nope. Oh, that's... Oh, lucky them getting changing weather.
Still salty from that
Mm-hmm.
riot. Was it riot? Oh, no, it's pitch invasion. That's okay.
It was pitch invasion, and then the other time it was perfect defense.
I don't think we actually see the rolls on the pitch invasion, so I'm wondering if Cyanide's moved it to like a 2
I
or 1
think-
or 2.
I don't know. That's kind of what scares me. Gonna quickly go over Revenant's Gentlemen and Skull Orcs as well. The Black Orcs here have... Ooh, there's a Guard Black Orc. And that's it when it comes to the Black Orcs. The Blitzers... Just gonna go through them here before... Oh! Stunned. The Blitzers don't seem to have much of anything either. I think, if I remember correctly, he only has 1 level up, which is on the Black Orc. But I need to double check. Anyways, not a good start for the Skaven team. Already a KO, and none of the teams are playing with any extra players. It's been a pretty
I think
rough for everyone.
I think the rats just need the gutter runners to survive.
For some reason, Cyanide decided to switch my view around, which made me very confused. But it looks like a pretty normal 4 blitzers, 4 blockers, 2 linemen, and a goblin. And the goblin's here to be the ball carrier. Unfortunately, the goblin hasn't been able to carry the ball much because 5 SVP.
Thanks, I don't know. He's explained that it's 6 plus fame.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't explain cKnoor like getting 1,000,000 ones. Just super, super unlucky then.
Well, not yes. The problem is we don't know. As far as I know, there's no way to see how much fame, who has fame. So it might have been that my opponent at that point had like 2 plus fame, which would be kind of unlikely but possible. And then it's a 4 plus, and then it's a 50-50 on each.
Do you actually gain fame for draws?
Well, you can gain fan factor. apparently. Because I've lost that's, but you shouldn't. But I've gained 2 fan factor, but I've drawn.
We might have to
How the fuck? Why? That's no. You don't gain fan factor if you draw. Why have I got cyanide?
Oh dear.
What's going on? Okay. Very confusing. I'm gonna have a look at the. Try and focus on this game, which is the semi-final. Whoever wins this goes to the final of the Mr. Hadwick Ironman Cup, the inaugural Mr. Hadwick Ironman Cup. I'm sure we'll have a few more later on at some point. Oh, the Rat Ogre's doing things. Unfortunately, did not manage to break armor. I mean, good news and bad news. Having the Goblin as the ball carrier means that the Gutter Runners have a slightly greater chance at knocking the ball loose if they can manage to run around. But I mean, Orcs, high armor value, they're always going to be difficult to deal with if you're Rats, because you're not going to knock that many out of them. I think their key piece is going to have to be the Rat Ogre coming up here, hoping that the Rat Ogre manages to injure a few of their pieces with Mighty Blow. There's also a Storm Vermin around here somewhere that should have Mighty Blow. We can just find him, unless that dude got knocked out. Nope, he's over here.
He's nice and safe.
Okay. Apparently it's 2 D6 rolls only on draw. You can both lose and gain fan factor. Yeah. I'll be honest, it's the fan factor rules. That's one of the things I want to keep track of, but I tend to forget because they've changed from time to time. And I'm like, am I remembering this properly? I'm pretty sure at some point my excuse is gonna be that at some point you could only gain fan factor on a win.
Yes.
But it's nice that Twitch chat is around to point out my bullshit when I bullshit.
Oh, they'd be very busy if they did that.
What? Yeah.
So the cage moves forward 1 space.
Mm-hmm.
Expect to see that for the next 4 turns.
I'm gonna try and remember to switch around so we always have the
It's very confusing.
active player at the bottom. We could just, which side should we have at the bottom? Let's have the Orcs on the bottom. I think that maybe that makes a bit more sense then. Cyanide tends to, if there's an animation, they tend to not care what side I'm on. They just switch it around. But let's keep it on the Orcs for now.
cKnoor's always doing a funny voice.
Can you do funny voices like Krendor? No, not really. I'm bad at doing funny voices in pretty much any language. I'm bad at doing funny voices in Swedish too. I can do like 2 dialects. Funny dialects, and I don't think I can do any in English. I might be able to talk like a no. I was gonna say, can I talk like a South African? And maybe, but I don't know. Okay, so we are turn 2 for the Skaven. The cage is set. But not having that much guard, meaning none. It's like it's going to be difficult for them to do much. On the other hand, they possibly don't need to do that much either, because as long as the cage doesn't move anywhere and they don't get that injured, they're kind of fine. Your dauntless impression sound is kind of funny. Yeah, well, I'm better at sounds than voices. I'm not sure I like Bretonnians, but I like them more than when I started playing them. Then we're playing 2-minute turns in Mr. Hadwick Ironman Cup, and that's mostly so that we'll get done at some point. I prefer 4-minute turns, but there is a certain challenge with 2 minutes. Ooh, Rat Ogre basing the Goblin here. Wow.
I'm not actually sure if that's a good idea, because he'll just punch the rat ogre. If the
Well,
rat ogre goes out, the rats are in trouble.
Yeah. On the other hand, the Rat Ogre next to the Goblin with Prehensile Tail means that... Oh, that's a failed dodge. That's unfortunate. It's going to be rerolled. I don't think it will be. Oh, it is! Here we go. And it succeeds. Okay. Now, yeah, the... if the Orcs take on the Rat Ogre, it's not that hard for them. They've got Black Orcs and stuff. But as long as the Rat Ogre is standing here, the Goblin's in trouble. Because I don't think Rev is going to try and dodge away the Goblin. Because it's going to be... Because of Prehensile Tail, it's basically 1 harder. So it's a 4+ to dodge out. And if you're holding onto the ball, you probably don't want to risk that. And in the other semi-final, the humans have just taken a 1-0 lead. Interesting.
That's
you know what?
quick.
I probably shouldn't spoil this because Fake Life is casting it on his stream. So if you want to see the other semi-final, I'm just going to assume that he's going to upload it to a YouTube channel or his Twitch as a Twitch VOD, and I'll just try and I'll just link to that so you can watch that instead because that's more fun. Okay, so the Orcs... Oh! Well, that lineman does not have block. And Curious Garnet is stunned.
Well, looks like he's made a big enough hole to run forward a little bit.
If he wants it. Oh! Oh! That's probably an Apo.
Oh, it's definitely an Apo.
Yep, it's an Apo into a badly hurt. Ooh.
That
is... yeah, now it's switched view. Yep. That is...
That was what I was worried about.
And you're right. The rats are kind of in trouble now because they don't really... They need to... Yeah, I mean, what are they going to do at this point? They need to try and get some injuries.
They just have to keep screening. That's all they can do now. I don't think they can actually get any injuries.
DNA Hilly Case wants to know if Hail Mary Pass is useful if you have a gutter runner with mutated arms. Or...
You want diving catch.
Yeah, I assume you're talking about extra arm or something like that. I don't think... Because Hail Mary Pass is always inaccurate, if you have a piece that's so fast as a gutter runner, I don't think it's that good, because the gutter runner can just run away anyways, and then you can pass the gutter runner earlier and run away. Or like the opposite. I feel like Hail Mary Pass are good on the teams that can't move as quickly, but maybe manage to get someone up there. I don't know. I haven't played too much with Hail Mary Pass because I always feel like that there are better skills available if you want to do pass plays.
I don't see why you wouldn't be able to use the diving catch.
Well, as long as the ball scatters next to a piece, you should be able to use diving catch. But since a Hail Mary Pass scatters 3 times, it might scatter further away, I think.
Yeah, but if it does land near you, then you definitely can use it.
Yeah. If you have a Bombardier, then yes, Hail Mary Pass. Bombardier, by the way, I don't think is in... There might be a Dwarven Star player with it, I guess. Oh, there we go. Are we going to get something out of this? Mighty Blow lineman? Nope, nothing. So it seems like the rats are doing the age-old... Well, we're just going to make it really hard for you to go anywhere because we're rats. Which, I mean...
The problem is they can't dodge away as easily as elves.
They cannot. But they're getting... They're getting okay results out of their 1-die blocks. But yeah, I mean, the Orcs haven't gone anywhere, and the reason they haven't gone anywhere is probably because they don't really want to go anywhere. But at some point, they kind of have to break through here and try and get a touchdown in before it's too late.
Well, they've got space in the middle now to make a new cage.
Well, there are still some rats here in the middle.
He can blitz that one down, and then he's fine.
Yeah, but I think the problem, though, is that most of the cage currently is made up of Black Orcs, and they can't really move that far.
No, the Black Orcs are in front. It's mostly blitzers.
Well, I'm saying these guys here. Like, it's, I mean...
I think he's still got enough to create a cage in the middle after blitzing that rat down.
Possibly. I'd be slightly worried about it. I'd be of the... Like, because it's turn 4, I'd still be like, well...
That's the thing, though. You do that, and then you keep delaying, and then it's it's too late, and you can't score. You need to move earlier than you think you do when you're playing as Orcs.
That's definitely true. I've fallen foul to that so many times, because I'm like, yeah, I'm Orcs. I can just slowly plow up the field here.
I would definitely go into the middle right now.
Oh, but it seems like he's leaving this storm vermin here in the back. I mean...
He's probably just remaking the cage 2 spaces forward.
Mm-hmm, that's what I'm assuming. But this is a ballsy play too, running the blitzer forward and basing the well, it's a lineman, so it's not. Okay, good. So this is the scary gutter runner, the one with mighty blow. Oh, okay. Well, let's see where there's going to be a cage here somewhere. The question at the moment is like where. Okay, we just got our answer.
Well, that's what I said. I don't think a gutter runner would be scary even if it did have mighty blow.
No,
you meant Stormvermin. Did he actually blitz there?
Yes, he blitzed with this guy.
Alright, okay.
And knocked down this line rat right here.
I'm assuming those rats on the side are going to run around behind, but...
Well, at least this one, because this one's stuck in a tackle zone, but this one should, like, end up over here, I would assume.
The thing is that the Orcs are actually going to push through.
Yeah, I mean, the rats can try and dodge out here, but realistically, I don't think most of them are not going to get very far. I mean, this gutter runner, of course, is going to be able to get away. But then... Well, at the same time, because we've been talking about how we want to see the Orcs push up quicker, but while I think, yes, of course, you want that, but when you're playing against rats, you're like, I don't want to score before turn 8 because they're just going to score back on me. So it's trying to balance that somehow, like being able to push up. Oh, actually basing here. Interesting.
Well,
let's see how.
It means if he does remake the cage, he's going to have to commit players to the cage, and they're going to be stuck there, or at least one of them is.
Oh! Holy shit!
I was not expecting that.
Nope, that's just. Oh! Wow. That's unfortunate. But really, like, that's dodging into not 3 tackle zones that I've been doing most of my games, but actually 4. That is with agility 4, so that's a 0. So you only succeed on a 6, I think. No, you succeed on a 5. No, on a 6.
I'd expect to see maybe like a sideline cage. Further down?
Well, I think this is the perfect opportunity for the Orcs to push through, like we've been talking about. But I do think you're right in that if they do decide to push through, because there are so many rats left, a lot of the Orcs are kind of going to be... They're going to be stuck for a bit. Like, this Black Orc can push out over here, push this guy over, and then run further down, but...
I think it would be better to surf the rat on the sideline.
I don't think he can, though.
If he pushes them down and then he blitzes them with the lineman.
How are you gonna get through if you move him over one? Because this storm vermin here is in the way. So you'd have to do a dodge, which Orcs don't do. I mean, I'm all for surfing, but that's probably, you know what? Next time I make a try hard dark elf team, I'm gonna get a witch elf. 3 blitzes, 1 witch elf, just so I can surf more.
That was your downside, not having anything to surf with.
Yes, exactly. Oh,
I guess he doesn't need a surfer.
Oh, he's not following up. Well, he'd be on the sideline, so probably doesn't want to follow up for that reason. But the Orcs are kind of out of pieces to move forward with.
Yeah, they're not moving forward this time. It's still okay.
Okay, let's see where this
I assume next to the
lineman.
in.
No, okay, no. Is he out of movement? Oh, fouling.
Foul.
With a blitzer. Well, actually, that's a perfect position for a foul. 3 assists, but not enough for an injury. Okay. It's keeping him stunned, though. Which it would have anyways, because he... No?
He's just trying to get rid of the blotch piece while he can.
Well, I think both of the gut runners are...
Blotch, yeah.
Yeah, but... Which is hardly surprising. I mean, that's what you give them once they level up once. But we are on turn... Well, we're gonna be coming up on turn 6 for the Orcs. It'll be interesting to see how they deal with that, because we're getting to the point where they actually they need to get a move on. Something has to happen here. They are really squished in to the side here.
They should be able to make it through that gap.
Oh, reroll to a POW. Not following up makes sense. And now there's a loner. Oh, sneaky! And attack from the back. I did not expect that, to be honest, but that's a great play.
That was an excellent play
by the rats. Now the Orcs have to pay attention and make sure that the goblin isn't in serious danger, and it's gonna...
They need to blitz the storm vermin to make a hole to run through. So I think the goblin's just gonna have to dodge away.
Yeah, but that's scary, though. Well, that's a good start. Getting POW on the lineman. Unfortunately, nothing happened.
I guess they can make a hole through the middle then.
That's interesting, though. The Black Orc didn't follow up, so now there's no assist above here with the lineman and the Albert Einstork. Oh! It seems like the cage is moving. I would assume that this is the cage moving inwards.
It seems like it, but I don't think that's a good idea. It needs to be forward.
Yes, but I mean, just moving it somewhere is probably better. Because being on the sideline, I mean, they've knocked out They're down to 9 rats, and some of them are knocked down, and the rats are out of rerolls, so they're not gonna... They're gonna have problems when they dodge away. But I think... Ooh, I'll be really impressed if Uratallone manages to actually... to hold it. Oh! He did go for the dodge, and failed, but rerolled into a 6. So the blitz is still in play. Oh, is this the hole we're seeing? Is this... We're going to see this Black Orc move up and base these 2 players here?
I'm thinking he's just going to stay there and like have like...
No, I'm talking about the... Okay, so a blitzer made it through. Oh, okay. This is... here we go. What's happening? Well, no. Oh, stunned. Like, when it comes to this late, stunned. I think we mentioned it already. I learned that today because I hadn't paid attention to it before. Also, the animation on injury is new for us, from yesterday. Oh, that's a nice 1-die block. Knocking down some more rats. But you know what? The Gut Runner's up now. This one here in the back. So we might see one of those plays again.
I feel like he is going to try something crazy. You should probably... The screen is probably a better idea.
I don't think he has enough to get...
He doesn't have enough to get a proper screen, but he can like do a semi-screen. I think it's more likely than...
I don't think... Like, I see what you're saying, yeah. But having the screen when you don't have a reroll... Oh! He made it again! Oh. But unfortunately, just a push forward. Still. That is...
I would not like to be that good a runner.
No. Well, to be fair to the Gut Runner... Oh! Well, that is a nice stun. That means no Goblin is getting through there.
Well, Goblin doesn't care about tackle zones.
No, I'm saying...
Are you saying that the lying down guy?
Yeah. So this has just turned into a big scrum, but I'll be honest. I'm always like... The rats have taken a beating this half, but so far they're still... Like, they're able to take it, which surprised me a bit. But I think it's... Part of it is also we need to remember that the... Oh no. Ooh, boink. The Black Orcs, they don't have anything. Like, none of them have block. There's a guard piece somewhere. So there aren't that many kill skills on the Orc team. They're just slow. And they take a beating well. Whereas rats are fast and don't take a beating well. My cat desperately wants my attention for something.
I feel like he's going to blitz the guy on the right and just run down. But he can't protect the Goblin if he does that, though.
Okay, well, that's going to knock down that line, man. Oh, that's a weird graphical glitch, but it looked cool. And I think doing the blitz there, of course, means that the blitzer next to the Gut Runner is still stuck. Like, the Orcs, they still have 3 rerolls left. They haven't used any rerolls. Because they haven't had the... They haven't wanted to try and risk it. Because it's a 3+ to dodge away, which, with only 2 turns left, is probably not something you wanna risk.
Where can you put the Goblin that's safe? Like, does he just run down there?
I don't know. Like, if he manages to knock down the gutter runner and clears the knock down the storm vermin and clears the gutter runner, maybe. But it's
The storm vermin down on the right, bottom right.
yeah,
Just
exactly. Like,
dodge out and attack him then.
oh, that's a good. That's what the goblin wanted to see, because now both gutter runners are stunned. And now I think it's pretty safe to run forward and go stand like over. Yeah, exactly. I like to stand over there. Interesting. I think that's probably
The
a smart
storm
move.
vermin can reach him, right?
Yeah, yes. The storm vermin can with the dodge out and
If-
two GFIs. Oh! And GFI to get out and falls down.
He's trying to get out of range with the storm vermin.
Yeah, and he made it. Wow.
So all you can do is base him with that.
Mm-hmm. But there are some other rats over here that can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this line rat can stand up, and this line rat can just run over there. But I mean, it's gonna be a question now of, because the rats don't have any rerolls, so it's like what do you risk first? Do you want to get the Do you want to try and get the storm vermin
Not really much
can't really
point,
reach.
because that's a 2-die anyway. They've got 3 strength on the line
Yeah.
rats.
But you like the storm vermin because he has block, of course.
But he can't
Uh,
actually blitz.
He can't blitz. So I think it has to be
Yeah.
this guy over here. It's the only one left. No, why don't players foul more often? Well, when you're tryharding, you're not fouling because you're valuing your own players more than the possible foul target. I think if the rat ogre hadn't been knocked out, I think we would have seen the rat ogre get fouled some more. Oh, holy shit! And then,
The storm vermin tried to run down to cover the ball.
yeah. Okay,
Well,
turn 8.
This
for
is
the
why you
orcs.
need to move the orc cage down faster.
I mean, I think the orcs still have a pretty fair shot
Yeah, they can remove the
at
rat.
getting this. They can block the storm vermin away and then have one of the blitzers here blitz the line rat and then pick it up and run in and score. But still, that made it a lot more difficult than it needed to be. I did not expect the rats to be doing this well, especially after they lost the rat ogres that early. But I'm pretty sure we're going to see we might, because there are extra rerolls. Nope. Okay, so we're just gonna. I think that's good enough. Now it's a question of, okay, let's see what happens. Just a stun. I managed to pick it up, and that's an easy walk in. Yes, the rat ogre's here because the rat ogre got injured and then appoed. So 1 knockout for the rats, nothing for the orcs.
Last turn of the half.
Last turn of their halves. The Skaven are out of rerolls, but it's not unheard of that they could try and do a 1-turn touchdown here. They need to push one of the gut runners forward 2 squares. With a frenzy rat ogre, that might be possible. So Revenant is putting his black orcs on the LOS to make sure that there's some extra damage, and then
Well, make it harder on him, and also one of them has guard. Which one's the one with guard?
I'm assuming it's the one in the middle.
Okay.
But yeah, so he's going to run everyone else back because he recognizes that, okay, Uratallone is probably going to, well, he is going to go for a one-turn touchdown. He should be, hang on, doesn't he have a, yeah, so he has a full team, so he can put them in the even safer way. So we'll probably see all of them get shift over one. So it's 2 tackle zones all along here. Oh! Okay, this is not where you want this piece. And that's because, well, actually it doesn't matter in this case. Yeah. Oh! I'm actually pretty surprised about this. I wouldn't add more people here, I'd just make this stronger. Something is smelling weird somewhere.
Is it your cat's litter box?
No, because it's smelling like cleaning stuff. Why
It's Thursday got into something that she shouldn't have.
I don't know, because I don't recall I don't have anything that smells like this. I'm gonna have to do a quick sniff around. This is really weird. I'll be right back.
I think we've got a pretty good chance of seeing a one-turn here.
Okay, I'm pretty sure there are ghost smells.
Ghost?
Well, I mean...
Is it the smell of a ghost, or is it that the smell doesn't exist, like a phantom?
Like a phantom smell.
Okay.
Like, because it's specifically by my desk, and I don't, like, there's nothing... I don't know.
You never clean your desk.
Exactly. Never. Changing weather.
Nice.
Nice.
Niche.
Niche. Oh, that's a... Wow. That's a deep kick.
That is very deep. That is going to make things...
Oh,
wow.
No. And that's the end of that attempt.
Well, there's still the vanity pass.
Actually, like, I don't think it's possible, but he can still... Oh.
I think he's just going to block him down.
Yep.
And do the vanity pass. Just there's 2 minutes.
Victor has a point. Yeah, maybe I'm having a stroke. Maybe that's
could
what's
be.
happening. Nope. Well, he's murdering these black orcs.
Well, murder is not exactly what's happening.
He might foul here.
I assume he's just going to blitz the last one. Oh wait, he can't blitz. I'm being stupid. No. He's going to should run that one back.
No, here comes the foul. Oh!
Okay, yeah.
That's a result. And now,
it's going
to be
hard to make the pass from down there, though.
Yeah, but I mean, he has literally nothing to lose. And this is actually a pretty decent... You kind of want to get a vanity pass here because... Oh. Okay. He didn't get
inaccurate.
any SPP for that because it's inaccurate. But it looked really silly where it just bounced once and then he picked it up.
Overall, pretty solid. Orc caging.
Oh, and the orc came back.
I think we're going to see the rat scoring quickly.
I'm expecting a 2-turn rat touchdown.
Would it be better? Is it better to go for the quick score and then try and steal it, or is it better to try and tie and take it to overtime?
That's actually a fair question. Now that we have some proper some more proper rules for overtime. It might actually be worth it to try and tie it here, but then you're kind of hoping for a 50-50 to... No, I think you need to score... Well, actually, thinking about it, maybe the smart thing to do is not to score super quickly, but to score on like turn 12 or 13, leaving the orcs with not that much time to score, but enough time for you
to maybe steal and score.
Exactly. But it seems like we're going to see a one-turner here. Oh, wow. Or I am not entirely sure what's going on here, to be honest.
It looks like a one-turner to me.
Yeah, but none of the one-turner... No, okay, now pieces are getting moved around. Like, there's no point in having... If it was a one-turner, then the Gut Runner wouldn't be here.
Okay.
So I think he's just going to push really hard on the right here. And try and get rid of one of the blitzers, possibly.
If it does go to overtime, you don't get more rerolls. So interesting to watch them how they save the rerolls.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, this is changing weather. Nice. Yet another deep kick. And I think this is pretty good for the rats, actually. Because they don't have to worry about the orcs coming after them. Good start. Where is the guard black orc? Guard black orc is not on the LOS.
That's odd.
Well, I guess it's because Revenant wanted the guard black orc to come in afterwards and just be extra annoying to the rats.
But he can just completely ignore him and go on the other side of the pitch, and he can't get over there because he's too slow.
Mm-hmm. That is true. And I think more importantly, because the Gutter... Oh, okay. I was going to say, because the Gutter runners are so fast, they don't have to be very far up the pitch. But your tall one just moved this Gutter runner really far up the pitch. So, that's pretty interesting.
Not sure I like it, because it's going to get blitzed.
Yeah, but I'm thinking maybe...
He does have blodge, so it is difficult
also,
to
like, I think I have a sneaking suspicion that the rat ogre might just run in and blitz the black orc here, and so he ends up next to this possible blitzing lineman.
But then the two guys on the right will be able to block down that rat and then go to run anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Pick up. Yep. A lot of movement left. Probably not gonna pass, but counting the squares, so he knows that he's not too far ahead. He can actually move up slightly further if he wants. Because these blitzers can't actually get very far. But still, I would probably move... There we go. Yeah. That's kind of where you want, because now you're sure that the the blitzer can't reach you. If the blitzer is able to base you, then that's annoying. Okay, so I guess it's the only thing left is the Rat Ogre Blitz. Oh, interesting to see where that happens. It might be that the Rat Ogre tries to blitz one of the blitzers here instead. Yep. Okay. What? Oh, right. I'm like, why is that? How did that get a 1 die? And of course it didn't. It's just that Uratallone is really quick at selecting. It's both defender stumbles and defender stumbles into a defender stumbles. So now we do have a possible blitz here, but maybe Uratallone is counting on the fact that the Gut Runner has blodge and will be able to stand up.
It's pretty likely. I assume the Goblin's going to also be over there. You can't actually get 3 die though.
No, it's a classic strat from the faster and, let's say, less durable teams to push really hard onto one side, because you know that the defending coach needs to cover all of it, and if you can push hard on one side, some of the pieces that are then will then be left behind, as it were, because they don't have the movement to run over there. Like this Black Orc, for example, and these 2 blitzers.
If he's not blitzing with that guy, who is he blitzing with?
I don't. Oh, he can blitz with a goblin.
But I mean, I guess.
It might be one of those things where... Oh, here we go. Okay. I actually don't know. We also have the option of just handing it off to the Storm Vermin here.
No, he'll definitely stand up that guy.
Oh! That's a failed GFI. Probably see a reroll there. Oh. Ooh. That could have been rough. Oh, blitzing the Storm Vermin. Interesting. And the kind of smart thing here is that if he hadn't stood that blitzer up, Uratallone could have used this line rat here to block the Rat Ogre free, and then the Rat Ogre could have possibly blitzed the Gutter Runner free. Now that there are 2 blitzers on the Gutter Runner, Rat Ogre, 2 blitzers on the Rat Ogre is stuck. And sure, there's the possibility of the Storm Vermin dodging out. But
Interesting.
I don't know about that. Then again,
It does make the rat scoring.
Maybe the rats will shift sides.
It's a possibility. I mean, they don't even have to score right now.
Okay, that's a great start. That's an even better start. But unfortunately, just the sun. Yep, here we go.
Actually, he could have passed to that guy before he ran down there.
Yeah, but I don't think he wants to. Like, he doesn't.
But that guy's far enough away from all the orcs that he can't actually be attacked, surely. Maybe that blitzer could reach him, but...
Okay, the Rat Ogre. Not the Rat Ogre, the Gut Runner. Oh, is he gonna pass? He is. Wow, that is a slightly ballsy play.
He must have just not thought to pass before he ran up there.
Or he didn't want the failure to be... Like, To be fair, as long as the pass, even if it's not accurate, as long as it's down here, it's still really good for the rats compared to the orcs. So if he failed to catch here, then that would have been problematic. But
You could have just done a handoff though.
yeah,
Didn't have to do a pass there. It would have been much safer.
it's essentially a manned punt. This. So this blitzer can reach with a GFI. Oh. Probably a reroll. There we go. That's interesting. That frees up this storm vermin to
Defend.
oh, yes. Very nice. Now this blitzer needs to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So you have to make a dodge.
Yep. And I mean it's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's still definitely possible. It's a 3+ and then 2 2+, and then it's a 1 die against a rat that doesn't have anything.
I think it makes more sense to blitz the storm vermin and try and put a tackle zone on the ball carrier.
Especially considering if the blitzer we're talking about, this one right here, even if he makes that, then he can't do anything other than possibly pick the ball up. And what's around here? Well, there are 2 gotcha runners and a storm vermin that are gonna... Oh, well, block on both. But I'm pretty sure that Uratallone is pretty pleased with that. Okay.
I think he's just resigned to the fact that the rats are going to score.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those instances, like, I can... I was in the same position against this freaking orc team, where I'm like, oh, these orcs are just going to score. Where you're like, well, I mean, it makes sense, because in theory, like, just looking at probability, orcs should out... Oh! Oh, whew. Just a stun. This might be a foul, though. I don't think it's going to be a foul.
No, it won't be a foul. He's going to keep bashing, try and get some injuries, so he can make his drive easier.
I think it might be that Revenant has realized that, I mean, someone needs to win this game. And currently, he's in the lead. So if he can keep bashing the rats... Oh! Then that's... reroll. Didn't work. A 1 rerolled into a 2.
It's down to 1 reroll already. It's actually pretty bad.
Yep.
It might not have been worth rerolling that. I think it might come back to bite him later on.
And now it's up to the Gems of Knowledge to figure out if they want to score now or if they're going to wait. MNC Epiphany just said, I just told my Dark Elf lineman to roll agility or he'd get kick. Rolled 11. The results can be replicated. Because, yeah. I mean, always try and threaten your players if you can. Okay, so there's not much happening at the moment.
Does he score or does he stall? I think he stalls another couple of turns.
Yeah, I think he's now in a position where I think it's good for him to just stop the Orcs from having too much time to score.
I don't like the blitz before he's moved his ball carrier down a little bit more. Like, can't that blitzer still reach? With it up?
Oh, no, he's scoring.
Scoring. Interesting. I don't think that was correct.
Well, I mean,
The Orcs have enough time to score now.
they are also down to 1 reroll, so maybe that's the thing. Or it could just be that he didn't, because of that blitz, didn't go the way he wanted it. He didn't feel safe. And, I mean, it has happened to me earlier in this cup, where I'm like, I've got this game, I need to stall it out a bit. And then you stall it out for too long and you kind of curse yourself because you're like, you fucked up. It's a difficult thing to always be as sure as you can be that that the other team isn't going to get the upper hand on you.
It's probably easier to see when you aren't having to think of the plays as well. From our point of view, we can actually...
Yeah, like...
When you're in game thinking about it, you've got like, okay, I have to score now.
Yeah. I mean, this was, for me, only a... And I think just a 3-game, like, tournament. But every... they were really intense games. You're like, fuck, everything's going wrong. Cheering fans. Hooray. Everyone gets a reroll.
With them playing 3 games, it's slight fatigue as well.
Oh!
Did it?
That is unfortunate.
It did.
Oh! Giving it to the goblin. Okay. He's really valuing that dodge, I guess.
Yeah, he is the ball carrier.
Yeah,
Blitzer probably would be better.
That's what I thought too. Okay, so well, that's the cage then. Let's see how the rats feel about getting punched around.
I'm hoping they'll hold the rat ogre back a bit this time.
Yeah. So far? Oh, I was going to say the rats are really sturdy, and they keep being really sturdy. Okay, so I think from a rat and coach perspective, that was pretty okay for the rats because they're all still on the pitch. Like, let's not forget we're 12 turns in, and both teams have all of their players on the pitch now. The rats have, of course, used their apothecary, and the orcs haven't. But that's, at this point, if you're the orcs versus an armor value 17, you kind of want to be at least 1 or 2 pieces up.
Currently, I see this going probably to overtime. I think the rats can easily block enough for the cage not to move forward.
Yeah, I mean, they managed to block quite a bit. Oh. Quite a bit. Even... Oh! Only a stun. even when they didn't have a rat ogre. Oh, this is going to be a foul.
Yep. I like taking the isolated orc out rather than putting the rat ogre in danger. It's much better play than last time he's learned his lesson.
But on the other hand, by doing all of this,
it's still the cage isn't going to move that far forward. It's right in front of the cage, so it's fine to do.
I don't know. This type of deal scares me. Let's see the foul. Nothing. Only a 7 on the injury. But yeah, I think that was still a smart play. And I mean, only one rat based, and that rat's still fine. And now Revenant needs to figure out where this cage is going.
It's going to the right, away from the rat ogre.
Yep, looks like it. But this is not like, oh, okay. But that means we're going to see we must see a blitz here to get rid of this piece. Otherwise, this cage is not. I don't know about this. Because, yeah, this is a strength 2 piece, but that still seems. Like I said, yeah, he can't get a black orc in there. I assume this blitzer here is going to blitz this guy. Actually, he might try and blitz the gut runner. Can he do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, yeah, he can if he wants to. But that, I don't know. Like, this. Okay, here comes the blitz. Let's see what he's going for. He's going for the line rat. And it's a both down. That's good enough. Oh, injured! That means he's out. Kronk.
And then he just stands next to...
That's a double 6 into an 11.
The gut runner's not going to have an easy block.
No, but...
I'd say the cage is safe.
I don't know. This gut runner might just go for, might just go for the... for 2 die just to get this piece. Actually. Hang on. Can the rat ogre...
Oh no, he's next to an orc.
Oh, here comes the blitz. Okay. That's one way of doing it. Realizing that the gut runner actually removes this piece. This is assist. And now this is a 1 die for the gut runner. And more importantly, a really solid line. Oh! For the rat ogre, what happened? Just a stun. But keeping those black orcs down is really important. And that's a 2 die block with the loner here, but we might see something else first. Yeah, oh, that's nice. That means, let's see if, yeah, no reason not to follow up there. So that's actually 2 players on the goblin, and we might even see more. Nope, deciding to not dodge into tackle zone.
I assume the goblin's just going to run backwards.
Well, if he runs backwards, there's a scary rat ogre. and most of the orcs are kind of tied up. There's... Let's have a quick count. There are 3... There's a lineman and 2 blitzers that are free, and that's all. Also, well, there's one here as well.
What he could do is do a handoff to the blitzer. The blitzer runs around, does a pass down to the other blitzer, and that blitzer runs away. That's a crazy play that might just be...
Yeah, but it's turn 13. There's no reason to, like, score that early. And I'm pretty sure the rats can kind of keep up. Because both of the gut runners here can get wherever they want. And, like, one of these guys can almost get there. Both teams still have a lot of rerolls left, so... Oh! Okay, so that's one of them gone, and now the other one can get blitzed away. And he needs... Yeah, exactly. So you can't use the gut runner here. I mean, holy shit, the black orc with the guard, because you'd push him over here, which is not okay. And while all of this happens, IB, you need to tell me what's going on, because there is not a phantom smell at the moment. There's an actual Thursday litter box smell that I need to deal with.
I need to tell you what's going on.
Well, you need to tell the people watching what's going on.
Gotland's doing the handoff.
He's doing it. Fuck, I can't do... Is this actually happening?
It might be.
It's... Yeah.
It is.
It looks like it. Holy shit. Okay. Let's see if it works, because if it doesn't, the orcs are going to be sad.
Yep, the rats will steal the ball if it fails.
But this should now be a quick pass, which is a 3+. Here we go. Pass is good. Catch is good.
I'm expecting going for it as well.
I'm expecting a touchdown. I'm expecting running, not even running the... Or... There we go. Wow! Okay! Play by IB. Actually happened. Is that the first time ever?
No.
Okay, now I'm actually going to fix this thing. I'll be right back. You get to do that. Ooh, look what's happening here.
Wow, it's just set up. So the rats can easily tie up the game in the next 3 turns. I'm expecting they'll do the same, pushing down one side. Quick snap. Fortunately, cKnoor's not here to skip the quick snap, so I think we might just be stuck on the screen for a while. Expect to see the rats scoring just as soon as possible. The Orcs won't have enough time to score a 3rd touchdown. Of course it doesn't sound like cKnoor. Never need to go to bed.
Well, this is unfair. They set up really quickly this time around.
Well, yeah, but
Whoa.
wasn't really much they needed to change.
Okay, so yeah, this is...
It's pretty much the same as last time.
Yeah, this is definitely looking like one of those overtime games. But if Revenant manages to stop this rat push, then he's through to the finals.
I'm more of a hat person than an egg person.
So it's a difficult question. It's also so old that I've forgotten what the correct answer is.
I think your answer is egg. But
Might
mine's
be.
supposed to be
Oh!
ham.
There we go. KO. This is actually a debatable. Yeah, using the apothecary. I think that's a pretty fair move. Because it's
Is it?
3 turns left. And this keeps the Black Orc on the
He's
pitch.
gonna be stunned though.
Yeah, but I mean he's gonna come back soonish. And there we go, moving. I guess it's time for Rat Blitz. Oh no. Oh, reroll, loner worked. How well did it work? Oh well. Okay.
Very well.
Guess we got a KO Blitzer instead. It's not too bad, all things considered. It's probably a better piece to knock out. How is the amount of dice calculated? There is a... There's actually a way... The
No,
dice...
when you get 3 dice on a block, it's when you've got double strength of your opponent.
Yeah. And the agility dice are always counted on. If you, with your agility and your dice, get 7 or more, you succeed. And then different actions might have pluses or minuses. Like if you dodge out, you get a plus. So that means if you've got agility 3, you dodge out, you have 4. So, and then you need 3 to get 7. And that's the difficulty of dodging out. And if you have agility 4, dodge out, you have 4 plus 2, so you only need, well, you have 4 plus 1, so you have 5, so you only need 2. And you're always going to fail on a 1 anyways. And that's the rule that the game doesn't really tell you, but that's how all of the agility dice are kind of calculated.
It's not good enough.
No, it's not. Now we might actually see a. I think this goblin needs to run over now.
I'm expecting to dodge into a tackle zone just to be right in front of the
Oh,
gutter runner.
yeah. Oh, are you really? I'm expecting the. Oh no! That's a failed GFI.
That's why you never do GFIs ever.
Never do GFIs. Let's see where the goblin goes. I would just put the goblin here because I feel like the important thing with the goblin is to make sure that the. Oh, he went that way instead. Interesting.
He's just trying to make him
I don't think
dodge
that's.
more.
Yeah, but I don't think that's good enough because
He-
this rat ogre can get rid of this blitzer, and then this lineman can just hopefully push and get rid of this line orc, and then this dude's home free.
I think he's pretty home free anyway.
Oh, is he doing the same play again? I don't think it's as good this time around, though.
It's not as good this time. I think he's keeping his options open. He's not
Yeah.
going to actually pass this turn.
Okay, so... Oh, injured. So, if we're ignoring the fact that the rats just jump through the orcs, they're starting to break a lot of armor. And they're actually... This orc team is starting to suffer. Regardless of what team wins, they're going to be I think they're going to be slightly busted. Oh! Yeah, that's not what you want to see. Oh, is there going to be a pass? There is, but it's a fumble. Okay, let's have a look. So, 2 blitzers over here. They're both in range, but I don't think both of them are gonna... One of them needs to get rid of the storm vermin. Means one of them's in range. Over here, it looks kind of rough. But they should at least be able to put some pieces on the ball. Yeah, and need to push that guy away. That leaves the Socrates open to blitz on the second GFI.
He's going to have to do it.
Yeah. But at the same time, this is turn 15. The rats only have one turn left after this. The gut runners are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the gut runners are in scoring position, but it's not without a few die rolls. I do enjoy the fact that I think a lot of the games so far in Mr. Hadwick Ironman Cup have come down to okay. That's what Revenant wants to see. That's especially what he wants to see. And well, that leaves the rats without anyone to actually really pick the ball up for them. Oh, and another KO. So this might have to be a pickup in a tackle zone and then a pass to a gutter runner. Because I don't think there's much else that can happen here.
Yes. Although, is he even... Yeah, he should be in range to do a long bomb from there.
Who?
What if he does pick up the ball and dodge out?
Yeah.
But he's going to need a bunch of sixes.
Well, what he can do otherwise, he can use this lineman here at the bottom. Has mobility enough to...
Did he not follow up? Why did he not follow up?
I don't know.
That was really bad.
Oh. So yeah, so this lineman here
I think that's a
can
much
do a
better
one down,
option.
and he only needs to do a push here, and then it's free to pick it up. And now with this goblin running away, it's a 2-die here. This might be a clear, and then this guy does not even have to dodge out.
Yeah, you can just run up to the end zone and the pass is much shorter.
I was going to go get my tea like 2 turns ago, but now I'm stuck here because I need to know how this ends. And it might not even end right here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that frees up the gutter runner. The gutter runner can probably end up around here somewhere.
Yep.
Okay. So this will be interesting. I mean, do you try and go for... Do you go for the dodge and out? And
He's
then
got the
blitz?
reroll, so I feel like the 1-die is
Yeah,
probably the best option.
that's what I'm thinking too. Like 1-die, push this guy away. It's a 3+ to get rid of this piece because he's only knocked down Skull, both down. This dude's gonna have a bad time. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pass. Oh, what? Oh, he's blitzing. Okay. But if he was blitzing with that guy, why didn't he at least move this guy first? I think everyone's doing nerves. Everyone has nerves at the moment. Yes, it's definitely easier to point out other players' mistakes when you're out of the tournament because there's no pressure left. Okay, here we go. Pass. Catch! 2-2, it's still a tie. The rats are still in it.
Well, no tea for you.
Well, I think it's tea time. Holy shit, both of them came back.
And we have a game.
And that dude too. Is this the game that just doesn't end?
I think you picked the right semi-final.
Is the other one already done? Spoilers?
It probably will be. I haven't checked.
One-turn touchdown with Orcs. It's possible. I think... So, the Rats are down 1. The Orcs are down 1. Let's have a quick compare. So it's a Line Rat versus an Orc Blitzer. Orc Blitzer is way more important. But, on the other hand, there's 4 of those. Cheering fans! Wait, did everyone get a reroll? Everyone got a reroll.
That is actually really helpful.
Because they... Actually, I don't know. I'm not super duper sure how that works in this version of Blood Bowl 2. Normally, you don't refresh... Do you refresh your rerolls? I don't fucking remember how...
You don't normally refresh them in Blood Bowl, is how I remember it. From last time I played.
That's how I remember it too, but I'm not sure that's actually the case.
You think it might be different for Blood Bowl 2? Or
I'm thinking it might be different in
rules?
the competitive... Oh! Okay. Overtime. Okay, dead and injured 1. Dead and injured 1. Dude. Here we go. So, the ref decides who gets to pick, and apparently it's my opponent. Set up your team. So, Gems of Knowledge are receiving. The rerolls are not refreshed.
Did he used a reroll?
He used a reroll on the thing that ended his drive, remember? Like, he dub-skulled.
That wasn't worth using a reroll when he's got 8 more turns.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder... It's no longer first touch... this is not... We're going to play 8 more turns. And whoever's in the lead at the end of those 8 turns wins.
Are you absolutely sure about that?
No, I'm not. We'll
I think
find
it's
out
the first
together.
one to score. I think
I
it's
don't
sudden
think...
death.
I think it's... No, I think it's 8 turns first and then it's sudden death. I think.
I think it did do the full 8 turns in Blood Bowl 1, but this is sudden death.
No, it doesn't do it in Blood Bowl 1. It gives you 4 at a time. It just keeps going.
I guess we'll find out.
Squirrel Dude's claiming it's sudden death. Like, normally, if it just been Blood Bowl... If I had a rule book, I could have checked it. But there's no fucking rule book for Blood Bowl 2. I refuse to release it. There's a guide, but I don't trust it. Okay. U-Dog Slice says, I've played versus the AI, and it was first touchdown, so sudden death. And if that's the case, you know what? It's looking good for the Rats. But Bleedleaf says a full 8 turns first, then 8 turns sudden death if needed, then rolls. And that's what I've heard as well. But I guess we'll find out, because it's looking likely that the Rats are going to score. And I mean...
I would say sudden death is slightly unfair, because the team who gets the ball first is more likely to score.
Yep. But it's... Like, Holy shit. These rats just face through orcs and stun them. Vincent Van Gork keeps getting stunned or KO'd. Okay, are we gonna see the Rat Ogre Blitz now? The classic Rat Ogre Blitz.
Getting deja vu.
Well, if it works, it works. Yep, we're seeing the Rat Ogre Blitz. Okay, that's a push. That's kind of what the Rat Ogre wants to see, to be honest, because he gets more into.
He can defend the cut runner easily now. Nothing can get to him, I think.
Yeah, so I think he's pretty pleased with that. Well, the goblin can.
Should I say nothing that's gonna knock him down easily?
I think the most exciting thing is also figuring out if it is sudden death or not.
Is it better for the orcs to play like a deep blitzers as a defense against the rats in this case, because they've just run up one side every single time, and it feels like the orcs have been too far forward? Like, would it be better to be more centralized and further back?
No, I don't like being too centralized further back, because the problem with that is that then the rats can set up a cage like just over the line, and because you have gut runners that are that fast, that's I want to say even worse. But I mean, it's the thing that would have been really good for the orcs is if the rat ogre wild animals on a blitz, for example. Oh, that's okay, so that's the orcs down to 1 reroll. And here comes the blitz. And that's what the rats want to see. Okay. Let's see how far can you run, gutter runner? Oh,
all
wow.
the way.
All the way. Well, almost all the way. I wonder if I guess he needed to do the going for it.
I think it's just so he had a quick pass.
Yeah. So many passes. Okay. If it's sudden death, the screen should turn blue. Because that's game over. 3-2. Touchdown for Gems of Knowledge. And now it's black. And I guess it is. It is sudden death. And that leaves the rats as the winners against Revenant, Gentlemen, and Skull Orcs. What a game.
That was quite the game.
Yeah, that was really good, actually.